Hey guys, today we're going to be learning how to play Unknown Legend by Neil Young. It's a sweet song, one of my favorites. Let's get to it. Okay, to play Unknown Legend, you're going to need to know only two chords, so it's super easy for beginners. We'll just go over the chords in the beginning, and then I'll teach you how to play the introduction lick that Neil Young does, and it repeats a few times in the song. So if you're a little bit more advanced, you want more of a challenge, stick around to the end of the video or towards the middle of the video, and we'll get to that part. So the first chord you need to know is a G chord. You put your second finger on the third fret of your E string, first finger on the second fret of your A string, then you play the D, the G, and the B open, and then you play the high E string with your fourth finger fretting the third fret. All together. Now if you watch the live videos with Neil Young, he plays it a little different than your standard. He, instead of using his first two fingers, he'll switch and reach over with his third finger to play that third fret on the E string, and then he'll use his second finger to play the second fret on his A string. So it sounds exactly the same. And I think the reason he does that is because it's real easy to switch from the G location with your second and third fingers here to the C chord, because you just drop them down one string. So the whole shape moves down. And now you're going to play a C chord. Your third finger is going to be on the third fret of your A string. Your second finger is going to be on the second fret of your D string. Play an open G. First finger's on the B string on the first fret, and then you have an open string. That's your high E. All together. So your strumming pattern is fairly simple. What we're going to do is just play the root note and then strum down, up, down, up. Again, it's root, down, up, down, root, down, up, down, up, 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 root, down. And he sits on that G chord for a very long time before he switches to the C. And you'll notice it's strummed exactly the same. It's root, down, up, root, down, up, root, down, up, down, up. Goes back to the G chord. Switch to your C. Go back to G. Okay, that's all you're going to need to know to strum along to the song. So now I'm going to show you the introduction to the song. Neil plays the introduction and he repeats it a few times. It sounds like this, and then I'll teach you how to play it. 1, 2, 3. to play the first lick, you start on the A string with your first finger, 2nd fret. And with your 2nd finger, you play the 3rd fret on that A string. So those two notes together. And then you play an open D. And I'll often play the root note G right after that, which is on your 1st string, low E, 3rd fret. So those 4 notes. And then Neil will strum down, up. So again, it's one more time. Then the second part of the introduction, you start on the 3rd fret, that's a C note of the A string, and you drop it down to the 2nd fret on your A string, to the B, then you play another open D. And I'll play the root note of the G chord again, which is on your 3rd fret of your low E string. So that all together sounds like this. And then he will also strum a few measures of the chord here. So let's hear that one all together. One, two, three, four. So let's put those two pieces together, and then I'll show you the 3rd and 4th piece. So the first 2 pieces together sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next piece is exactly the same as the first piece. 2nd fret of your A string, 3rd fret of your A string, open D, G string, and then you strum your chords. And here's where you change to your C chord. You play 3rd fret of your A string, walk it down to the 2nd fret of your A string, and then play your low E note open and your C chord. So all together that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, it's and let's count it off this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4th piece goes like this. You play your open E, then you play your 3rd fret of that low E string, and then you play an open D, and then you strum your chords. Let's do that slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's put all the pieces together. So the introduction to Unknown Legend. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So let's take it at full speed. We'll sing one verse and then a chorus, and then I'll let you go practice this on your own. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. She used to work in a diner, never saw a woman look finer. I used to order just to watch her float across the floor. She grew up in a small town, never put her roots down. Her daddy kept moving, so she did too. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. She's been running half her life, the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes, the air she breathes. Hey guys, hope you liked the video. If you did like it, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also pop over to smellytelly.com. I got more guitar lessons for you. We'll see you next time. Take care.